Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you guys how you guys will be able to save some guap, okay? Some money, some dinero. So without further ado, let's just get to the video. While I was in undergrad, I was able to save a substantial amount of money because I was able to maintain certain aspects in my life. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through it. So the first step into saving money is differentiating your needs from your wants. Now, your wants may be, oh, that new dress that you want to wear to the club next week, right? But your needs is the book that you need for next week for one of your classes. So you have to make sure that you're spending money only on things that you actually need. Secondly, you have to start budgeting. When I went to the grocery store, especially when I was an undergrad, when I go to the grocery store to get any type of food for my dorm, I tried to go with a list. Now, when I see myself at the grocery store without a list, that's myself with no direction. So basically, I'm over here at Walmart buying snacks, juice, chips, everything I would eat that won't make my stomach full. It's not meals, it was just snacks, okay? And then you have those people who come in your room and then come eat your snacks. And then your snacks are gone, you're hungry, and you're over here eating ramen noodles at 1 o'clock in the morning. That was me. That's something that you just gotta learn to, take grasp of, writing a list. Because when you have a source of direction, there's nothing that can really hold you back. But when you go somewhere and you don't have any type of plan or direction, that's when you tend to act wayward. As of right now, a great way to start saving money is to stop eating out. About 2 months ago, I went on this spree of eating out, and I ate out for about a week. But when I sat down and I reflected on how much money I actually wasted, think about it. If I spent $10 every single day for a week, that's $70 right there, right? So $70 in 1 week could have bought groceries that would make me food to last me for 2 weeks. So sometimes you really have to be like, bruh, do I really want that Chipotle? Or can I take that money that I want to use for Chipotle, to go and buy a pack of chicken that would feed me for like a whole week from that one meal. So sometimes you have to really not be anal. You have to really sit there and try and prioritize your money, just like people do with their time. Another aspect is canceling things and subscriptions that you do not use. See, there's a lot of people out there who are subscribed to many of the things that they don't use. Some people have that legal shield that, when you get stopped by the police. But think about it. How much times do you really get stopped by the police? That's just simultaneously happens. Some people have legal shields. Some people have gym memberships. I ain't never seen them in the gym. Some people have iTunes music, but they ain't never play music in their car. They'll always listen to the radio. So you have to really cut down on things that you don't really use, because that's money coming out of your account. It's just jumping out, and then you are just looking at your bank account. It's going low. It's going lower and lower, and you are getting broker and brokers, okay? When you're fresh out of college, a great way to save money, if you have that option, is to go move back in with your parents. I know you've been out of home for so long, and you moving back in with your parents is as if you didn't really achieve anything. But in the long while, you're able to save money. That's accumulating, money into your account. You're able to grow some type of income. Now, if you don't have that option and you can't stay at home, you just have to prioritize. It's either you move in with someone else so that you guys can split the expenses, or you move into a place where it's substantial enough that you'll be able to both save money, the little money, or you move in by yourself into a small space that you don't spend that much money. It's either a studio apartment or whatever you can really afford. One thing my dad always told me was cut your coat according to your size. So basically, sometimes you may not be able to afford a lot of things now, but you want to put some things aside so that you'll be able to prepare for the future. All right, so I'm gonna break down how I save as of right now. Right now, I live by myself, and my rent is about $730. My electricity bill usually ranges up from $50 to $60. and my water bill ranges from $20 to $30. Every month when I get paid, or every 2 weeks when I get paid, let's say I get paid $800. From that $800, I'll take half of that $730, right, out of that $800 check. Now, when I take that out, I make sure I take an extra $50 out for my utilities, for the electricity. Now, I already paid for half of my rent and my electricity. Now, on my next check, I'll go ahead and I'll do the same exact thing, but then I'll take out the money for the water out of that. With the leftover money that's left, I go ahead and I take out $200 and I move it into my checking account. Now, with anything that's left over, I deduct any other bills as far as my internet and my car insurance. One thing that alleviated costs for me is that I actually bought my car out and I didn't lease it out. I just feel like leasing out a car is just extra expense that I just feel like it's not really worth it, especially at my age. That, in a way, saved me a whole lot of money as well, because with me being young and having my own car insurance, that's high regardless. So if you're able to get a used car for a great price, I think that you should do it. Sometimes you want to be big ballin' shot calling, driving, you know, Hummers and shit, but
you ain't got no money in your account.
So sometimes you have to really depict between what's really important: driving luxury now or driving luxury later. And I would always choose driving luxury later, because I just feel like everything that is worth it is worth waiting for. Anything that is good for you is worth waiting for. This goes for my girls, right? It's not every 2 weeks that you need to get your nails done, because I've seen girls who go to the nail salon and spend about $80, $80, $90, $100 on a full set of nails. Do you really need to get your nails done? No. Do you want to get your nails done? Yes. But sometimes that's not important. Think about it. You're spending $60 1 month, right? In 1 month, you probably get your nails done about how many times? You get your nails done once and probably get one filling. So altogether, you're spending about $100 just on your nails. That could be a bill, right? But if it's not something that you have to pay for, that can be something that you put into your savings account. When I was in undergrad, I didn't really get my nails done that much, so that was money in my pocket. Spend your money on things that you know you need and not that you want.
Does that make sense? Am I making it sense?
One thing that I would say was very beneficial in my part when it came to saving money was that I was not really into, you know, buying a lot of materialistic things. Even in high school, you see every time a pair of shoes came out, everybody would come into school and they're all wearing the same thing. I was not really into that. Even though I wanted to buy the shoes, I didn't want to look like everybody else. So you want to be your own type of individual. So with that being said, I was able to save more money in high school than splurging it, trying to look like triplets and quadruplets with all of these people. So at the end of the day, think about it. Would you rather want to look fresh now or live fresh for the rest of your life? Pick one. One thing that my parents and my siblings always call me is cheap.
I don't like using the word cheap.
I think I'm quite frugal, which means that, you know, I just don't go out of my way and just buy anything. I just make sure that I try and find not the cheap route, but the more affordable route. Before I go out and buy something, I'll look online to see if it's on sale for, you know, a better price, or if I can get it from other places like Facebook Marketplace, Let Go. Somebody lets go of it and I'm gonna receive it. There's a lot of things that you can really alleviate the cost of if you actually take time to look for a better price. And that's what saves you a lot of money. Another thing that may save you some money or may add on to your revenue was side hustles. Now, when I was in college, I would braid hair here and there, and that really makes you a lot of money. Like sometimes you get like $100 for a head or $60 for sewing, you know.
You just have to be a hustler. A hustler? A hustler. My mother didn't raise me, okay, to be broke, so I had to hustle.
Like all my ancestors, we have to hustle. Hustle. So whatever, you know, you're good at, just try and hustle it out. because that's how you're gonna bring in money. One aspect that helped me to be the great saver that I am, okay, was the way that I organized my accounts. People will have a checking account and a savings account. But in my case, I have 2 savings accounts, 1 checking account, and 1 credit card. The reason why I have 2 savings accounts is because I started noticing my habits, which was that every time that I was going low on my checking account, I would go into my savings, transfer money into my checkings, and that was really bad because now I'm seeing my money's dropping low. Even though I'm adding the money to a checking account, I'm spending it, right? So basically, I opened up a second savings account. I moved a big lump sum of money from that savings account into the new savings account, and I also put a restriction on it. So what I did was I went into the bank and I told them, hey, I want you to restrict me from being able to use an ATM to take any money out of this account. So basically, I know that I never wake up on time, or I never really have the time to drive to the bank. So it's a great thing because I wouldn't be able to go and get that money. There's so many times when you want to be big ballin', shot calling, but sometimes it's good to stay home, eat, not go to the ATM. Even if you're eating that struggle meal, even if you're eating that meal that you had prepped 3 days ago and you're still eating the same thing, you're happy because you got money in your account, okay? It's not that you can't. It's because you choose not to. When you're saving money, you gotta have a broke mentality. In order to make money or to save money, you have to live as if you don't got it. Sometimes you have those friends who always ask you for money, or maybe you have a lot of people who may come and ask you for money or ask you to borrow something, right? You cannot try and be Captain Save a Hoe. You cannot be that no more. Cannot be trying to be Captain Save a Hoe, let this person borrow this, let this person borrow that, because when you start letting people borrow money, that's when you're starting to make enemies. Because as soon as you let somebody borrow money, you won't see them like that, like how you used to see them. They'll barely call you. And when they call you, they'll never talk about the money, ever. So you have to learn to just have that mentality like you're broke. Hey, can I borrow $1? Nah, bruh, I'm broke, I ain't have it. If they hear it enough times, they won't come and ask you for money. I promise you, because they'll be like, yeah, I can ask her, but yeah, she broke. So you need to learn how to not lend out a lot of money, or not lend out money to people, period. Because if they have that mentality that you don't have it, that alleviates them, or the probability of them coming to ask you about the money. So period.
I ain't got it, bro. I'm broke is it.
And I'm gonna continue to save money because as you know, you keep on growing your income, the bank will keep on calling you, you ignore their calls, and you keep on stacking up your mornings. So guys, I really hope that everything that I share with you guys will help you or aid you guys into becoming savers and maybe become frugal like me. I really hope that you guys really took something out of my experiences saving money, and maybe you will start, you know, taking heed in what I'm saying, and maybe one day you guys will actually start, you know, making a lot of money. Maybe maybe you start making money and you'll let me borrow $1. All right guys, so thank you guys so much for viewing my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell so that whenever I do upload a video, you'll be the first to watch it. Thank you guys so much, and until next time, bye.